It's pleasure to interact with you in this very timely organized symposium. As you know, the governments across the world are continually under pressure to deliver greater value to the citizens, businesses, and communities. Both human and financial resources are under new and increasing pressures due to varied demands from the citizens and businesses for enhanced services in every sector. These delivery-related challenges are further compounded by citizens demanding better and more accessible engagement with the governments, and their expectations are fueled by their simplified experiences with the private sector and social media platforms. Government agencies are under increasing pressures to transform their legacy systems and processes to deliver enhanced digital services to the citizens by utilizing latest technology innovations with a robust and secure framework. Journey of Government of India's digital transformation has been a story of effective use of digital technologies to fundamentally transform the way the public sector operates and delivers services to the citizens. As you know, the Digital India program was launched with the objective to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. The government have been taking advantage of the rapid advances in cloud and mobile computing, big data and analytics to transform its processes and services and strengthen government to citizen interactions. Number of government departments are working to step away from their old manual legacy processes and paper-based methods and are working towards a digital future enabled by technology. Digital India has touched upon nearly all aspects of our lives, ranging from work, travel, and communication to healthcare, education, and shopping. We surely see a shift towards citizen oriented governance. Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, or popularly known as JAM, has been instrumental in encouraging financial inclusion. Maze of offline infrastructure that was being used to reach the end beneficiaries has been replaced with JAM infrastructure to ensure rapid and leak-proof disbursement of funds and services to the citizens. COVID-19 pandemic has further sped the adoption of digital technologies by several years, and that many of these changes are here to stay. Response from the government and industry consisted of diverse measures, including use of advanced technologies, experimentation, and innovation during the crisis. The pandemic has transformed the core tenets of digital transformation and changed everything: how we worked, shopped, studied, entertained ourselves, got healthcare, engaged with government, and connected with friends and families. The government worked overtime in restoring the essential services by providing solutions on emergency basis to combat the COVID situation in the last 2 years. The story of Arogya Setu app, which is downloaded by around 20 crore Indians, is a stellar example of digital India at its best. The government agencies, both at center and state, are increasingly putting the digital transformation at the front and center of their policy agendas. Governments are now devoting more attention to the emerging digital technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, IoT, and sensors. These technologies are helping not only in automating the processes but transforming them. Further, the adoption of cloud technology has really ensured that new services and solutions for the citizens can be launched in a short span of time. Governments are adopting software as a service and infrastructure as a service models instead of relying on on-premise solutions. Number of government agencies are now moving towards a contactless, cashless, paperless service mode. This is ensuring digital delivery of services, digital payments, digital e-KYC, and e-signing of documents using Aadhaar and emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. Just to share an example with you, number of state governments has now launched faceless services in transport through Vahan and Sarathi, where the user is not required to visit transport office to take various services like learner license, change of address, sale of their vehicle, renewal of driving license. In fact, in some states, the user is required to visit transport office to give a driving test and get vehicle fitness only. For all other services, they can avail sitting at their home. Here, we are using the capabilities of Aadhaar e-KYC, e-sign, digital payments, and AI-based face recognition to facilitate these services. Jeevan Praman is another example of citizen facilitation through advanced technology adoption, where AI-based face recognition has enabled citizens to submit life certificate from their home without visiting banks. As an e-governance solution provider to the government, we are witnessing an increased demand of digital solutions by the government agencies with the requirement of commissioning it in a very short span of time. NIC has been building e-governance solutions for socio-economic development of the country for decades. Our solutions span across almost every sector, such as health, education, agriculture, transport, finance to legislature and judiciary. We have also worked with state governments and built many IT solutions to support their initiatives. We provide underlying infrastructure like data centers, cloud, network to both central and state government departments. We manage 4 national data centers at Delhi, Bhubaneswar, Pune, and Hyderabad, along with National Government Cloud Meghraj. The NICNET provides network connectivity to the government offices across India. Over a period, we have also built several products and platforms for both the internal functioning of the government and service delivery for business and citizens. These product platforms are now being used by several government organizations across India. For instance, e-Office is one of our ready-to-use product which digitizes the functioning of any government office, where entire journey of a file become digital. E-Office is developed in open source and is today being used in 700 plus offices across central and state governments, generating over 25 million electronic files. In some states, the file moves digitally right from the district collector to the chief minister, and all decisions are recorded digitally. Similarly, the eHRMS and Manav Sampada are a product-based ICT solution for central state government organization for better management of personnel through electronic service records. Government departments do a lot of procurement. Our e-procurement product, Chapnik, support complete life cycle of the procurement process compliant with government rules and regulations. It is currently being used by the central, state government and public sector entities. Today, around 31 state governments and UTs are using our solution, and on an average, 1 lakh tenders are published on this platform every month. E-auction is another single comprehensive platform which caters to various kinds of auctions in India. Over 13 states and union territories are currently using e-auction, and more than 10,000 auctions have been published through this system. We have also developed Service Plus, which is a metadata-based e-service delivery framework built on low-code, no-code architecture. It is helping the government departments, especially states, to quickly launch their services online without writing a single line of code. 33 states in India have launched over 2,200 plus services through the Service Plus framework. E-transport platform developed by NIC offers connected transport services for vehicle registration, driving license, enforcement, taxation, permit, fitness, and related activities through multitude of applications. It has evolved as a public digital platform operating on the consolidated database of Vahan and Sarathi with upstream and downstream integration with a large number of internal and external stakeholders. Diverse services operate over this platform, including pollution certificate, VLTD, integrated road accident database, homologation, M-Parivahan, e-way bill, and many more. The unified ecosystem comprises of fitment centers, automobiles and component manufacturers, car dealers, banks, insurance companies, POCC kiosks, transporters, private fitness centers, HSRP, FASTag, and security agencies like police, CCTNS, NCRB, NetGrid, along with e-district, CSCs, Umang, and DigiLockers. Number of states are now moving towards faceless services where the users are not required to visit RTO to avail services, as I discussed earlier. Some of the other large platforms built by NIC are One Nation, One Ration Card, eShram Portal, UDICE Plus, Manrega, Panchayati Raj, e-Codes, Rural Development, Parivesh, PM Kisan, e-Hospital, Swachh Bharat Mission, e-way bill, and many more. When considering digital transformation journey, Security and compliance has to be at the top of the agenda. The challenges posed by cybersecurity and keeping citizen data safe and secure, both in transit across the network and at rest in data center, is becoming highly important. To run all these systems in secure manner, NIC has established Cyber Emergency Response Team or CERT, which provides comprehensive security and incident response framework that integrates world-class security components and inbuilt threat intelligence for detection, prevention, and incident management. Using the tools, the team monitors and correlates events that help integrating a canvas of the attack surface and identify the vulnerabilities and possible exploits. It plays a critical role in securing the government IT infrastructure. Kavach application has been introduced for the users of NIC email services. It provides two-factor authentication, device mapping, and geofencing by creating permission-seeking prompts on the Kavach every time the government email is accessed. Security audit of web applications and websites, penetration testing, and vulnerability analysis, SSL compliance testing, version detections for application hosting environment with infrastructure compliance checks are also done as per user requirement. It is mandatory for all applications hosted in NIC data center to follow stringent security guidelines and best practices to get audited for security vulnerabilities. In pursuit for a secure and robust digital government, the government is focusing on various aspects like sensitizing the government employees at all levels, capacity building within the government, and putting cyber emergency preparedness framework for the government users. To conclude, we need to think government as a connected enterprise. The processes need to be aligned across all functions, including technology, talent, and governance to meet the citizen expectations. The future is about breaking down the silos and getting connected. The boundaries between front, middle, and back office are diminishing, unlocking the potential of real-time data integration in hyper-connected digital environment. National API Exchange platform of NIC provides single interface for end-to-end API lifecycle management to promote integration and collaboration among various stakeholders and systems. Fast and reliable connectivity has facilitated interactions between people, organizations, and machines as and enabled the use of connected devices. While the world is trying to ascertain the severity of newly identified COVID-19 variant Omicron, demand for online information and services is set to increase. Government need to further strengthen the local economy and healthcare infrastructure. Work from home is here to stay. Global supply chain are becoming more localized. We need to build resilient digital systems that can endure this pandemic as well as the next to support 21st century India on its path for development. Thank you very much.